Where do they come from?
What?
Brussels sprouts?
Brussels sprouts.
Well, my arse mainly, but...
Ho, ho, ho.
Welcome to the Christmas special.
Hello and welcome to a very special festive edition of Mock the Week. You know, around this time of year I like to look back at all the great things we accomplished during the series. There's certainly a lot of great memories, inventing Monsoon Poultry Hospital, turning Andy Murray into a world beater, discovering that I look quite a lot like a penis sausage. These are great times. In fact, this has been so good as a Christmas bonus. We're going to give you 2 shows rolled into one. There'll be the usual mix of outtakes, unseen material and favourite moments, followed by the very best Christmas clips from years gone by. I hope you enjoy it. Why will Sir Ranulph Fiennes not be at home for Christmas?
He'll be dead. He'll be dead in the snow. Like that. That's why.
Why did he go? They surely freeze like that. Why is it people always freeze like that?
He's walking across the South Pole for Christmas.
I love that song. Walking across the South Pole for Christmas.
Chris Rea is
I'm gonna
best
lose my
They
other
reckon
limb.
for Ranulph Fiennes, they reckon it's going to be minus 90 at some point. Minus 90. A popularity rating Nick Clegg would kill us.
He said it's the most hostile environment on Earth, but he's clearly never been in a Wetherspoons at breakfast time.
Well, it was his partner that came up with the idea, isn't it? It wasn't him that came up with the idea, and his partner's not going, which I love. Yeah, we're going to go across the South Pole at winter. You come in. Nah. Now you go. I'll watch from here.
His partner said it's because he would miss out on his pension. That is the worst excuse I've ever heard.
Hang on, who'd miss out on the pension? Oh, the partner isn't going because they'd missed out on the pension?
Yeah, he said it would affect his pension. Mainly because he'd die, I imagine.
Well, he was 65, wasn't he?
His pension. Is he...
His partner's pension. Oh, I read this.
Is he gay?
No.
What?
No,
his travel partner.
Oh, his travel partner. Oh, God, I thought I missed a big story somewhere on the way about Ranulph Fiennes.
We're going to go across the Arctic at night,
really?
and we are going to look amazing. No one's going to be able to see us.
That's not fur for warmth. That's just a big headdress like in the Village People.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's done everything, Ralph. He's climbed Everest, he's been over both of the poles, he's found the lost city of Rome, he's taken an expedition up the White Nile. You can't help thinking, is everything all right at home?
What are you running from? What are you running away from?
He took us on that expedition where he sawed his fingers off. That was with a saw that apparently he'd taken in case he needed to saw his fingers off. That's his pessimism, isn't it?
Do you know the best thing is now? You can actually get that as an app.
I was in Siberia not that long ago, minus 52 degrees, right? And it was so cold. We were told, we were in a tent, if we went outside for a piss, right, we had to shake as we pissed, because otherwise it was going to freeze back onto our penis, right? Ooh. I'll tell you, that was a hell of a quick piss. Nothing frightens you more than you thinking you might get frostbite of the penis. Which was when I was quite grateful I've still got a foreskin, because I figured if I did, I'd still have a little bit to lose and it wouldn't actually matter.
Quite a thing to come out of a tent in the morning and see like a sculpture of kind of half-arced. Quite dangerous.
Andy, why don't you go further away from the tent?
Yes, it's Christmas time and we hope you're all enjoying the season at home as much as we are here in October. But now... the past people have said we don't try harder to be festive on this show, so this year we're going an extra mile. We decided to buy each other Christmas presents, so let's see what everyone got. For Chris, I'm just going to go to you first.
Okay. Well, my first present is for I've bought everybody a bit of headgear. That's for Hugh. First.
So we're going to put it on?
Yeah, you got to put it on, yeah. That'd be nice, you know. It's Christmas Day, you've got to do that, haven't you? Because Hugh is our captain, Dara. The middle section denotes captaincy. He's the captain.
No
the captain of the team.
No seniority, no points.
I'm also going to be in Fantasy... What's it called?
He looks more like being a remake of The Village People at the moment.
For Andy... I got I know what it's like going out in public and people hassling you and stuff. I bought Andy...
Look at my present there.
I look at your present,
I bought Andy a disguise so that he can disguise himself so nobody will know it's Andy. Nobody will be able to tell it's him. For Dara, I just got a lovely hat for him to wear. It's a lovely hat. It's a normal-sized hat for a normal-sized head. Completely normal-sized hat.
In other news, what is going on here?
Is Andy Murray stupidly about to post his gold medals?
Where's Andy Murray?
Andy Murray is in Dunblane in Scotland. This is his homecoming after winning the US Open, which was a surprise to me, as I had no idea he played golf.
Andy Murray, a man who actually came along to our studios, didn't he?
Yes, indeed he did.
Came along after he'd lost Wimbledon.
Yep.
And then after we'd all taken the piss out of him, he went off and he won the Olympics and he won the US Open.
Yes.
I think all sports people who are struggling should come into the audience of the show. Let's get Paula Radcliffe, Philip Sidowu, Nick Clegg. It'd be brilliant, wouldn't
They
it?
had one of those golden letterboxes in Dunblane, but being Scotland, they didn't paint it, they just covered it in batter.
That's dangerous. There are a lot of teeth missing now.
What the shite is this?
I think this is a good time. If we can keep that picture up, it's a good time to get my only contribution to this bit in, because I'm an adult. I'm 44 years of age. His head's the same width as his neck. Weird. I think my work here is done.
How do you think that woman there, the one just to his right, how do you think she feels about being dressed as a postbox?
That's right, it's off the top of my head. Hey, I'm glad Scotland have got a new hero, because look, far left, Rod Stewart's let himself go, hasn't he?
Our next round is called Newsreel. We play in a recent piece of footage featuring people in the news and ask Hugh to suggest what might be being said. This week's clip features the royal family.
Oh, thank God that's over. What a terrible way to spend Christmas morning. Let's pop back to the palace. Oh, God, no.
I don't know if Your Majesty is staying for Christmas lunch, but if so, here's the menu. May I recommend the chicken nuggets on page 4?
No, I'm afraid not. We're going back to the palace for a turkey pot noodle. Well done, Liz. Oh, God, look, he's brought me a bloody wine list. I don't want wine. I'm brimful of sherry. In fact, I'm bursting for a piss. Do you mind taking... Oh, there's no escape, Liz. Didn't say the pot noodle was turkey. I'd have preferred osprey. Now, I'm no expert, but that looks to me far too small and it's full of holes. You could spring sprites with that.
Well, the real one, Your Highness, is much bigger and solid, yes.
Is it? How interesting. Yeah.
Would Your Majesty care to look at the keel?
Yes, I'll go with it. Incidentally, is there a lavatory on here? You see, I'm absolutely brimful of eggnog right up to the Grimshaw line. And, ooh, who's up there? Oh, bloody protesters. I wish I'd brought my gun. They didn't do that, did they? Anyway, look, I'm not sure I can hold on much longer. There must be a loose... Excuse me, is there a lavatory on board this boat? It's just that in a moment I'm going to have to go over the side. Oh, the photo. Yes, I used a very long lens. Is there a lavatory down here? Or is it up there? Well, there must be a lavatory somewhere. Oh, perhaps it's in there. Yes. Out of my way, man. I used to use the yellow pressure washer. In we go. That's it. That's it. Hang on. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's better. Oh, life on the ocean wave. Got there just in time, Liz. New record as well. I was in there for 20 minutes. I'm not sure it was actually a lavatory, but anyway, I started, so I finished. What? Oh, look at them. Yes, hello. Tossers. Anyway, I hate protesters. Scott, I tell you what, I think one of them may have superglued my hand into my... I can't get my hand out of my pocket. I can't move my hand won't come out of my... Merry Christmas.
Well done, you did it.
Well, actually, Dara, I got you a present because you're the main man. Take a lot of abuse. I hope you don't feel patronised, but it's Angela's ashes. Growing up in Ireland and...
Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm glad you cleared your cocaine out of the book. Who are arming themselves with rifles and pots of Nutella at
Is
the
it the
moment?
loose women?
Well, not loose women.
It's the people that are killing the badgers.
Well, people
I sounded more sad than I was about that.
You made it sound like the most hard... It's the people who are killing the badgers. Why, Mummy? Why, Mummy, are the people killing the badgers?
Okay. Why does someone think of the badgers?
It's the people killing the badgers because badgers apparently give cows TB.
Yes.
Cows, badgers, cows. that may be too black and white.
You say the black and white now, it'll be black and white and red all over. Okay, is that a groan because of the pun or because the poor badgers? I can't work your moods out. Sorry.
Brian May, he's against the badger
He's
colours.
against the badger colour, Brian May.
And you can see why, can't you? He's only got to walk through the countryside without somebody trying to shoot his hair off.
What was the name of his organisation?
Queen, yeah.
No. Do you know what his organisation's called?
Is it
Team Badger!
It's called Team Badger, whose initial spell, TB. You've not thought this
The
through.
reason he's protecting badgers is because, judging by that picture, he owns the world's largest badger.
But what a badger it is. That is like a badger of destiny. That badger, he goes, I'm above such tiny considerations. I see far into the future. I see a land where badgers and man can finally... He also seems in that photograph to be on a Zimmer frame, so it's really not looking good for Brian on a number of different levels.
You know what's weird or wrong, kind of, about this story, though, is the fact that to attract the badgers out so they can shoot them, they're attracting them out with Nutella and peanut butter, which must be really difficult for people who live locally, who want to live healthily, right? So they go to the doctor tells them to go on a diet, go for a nice walk. They go for a nice walk, and the fields are full of Nutella. They're not going to get any exercise at all, are they? The only exercise they get is licking the grass.
Do you find Nutella to be so compelling a dish that if you saw it smeared on some grass in a field, you go, lovely, snack time.
You know what look like something else smeared on the grass in the field. You're very much taking your chances there, don't you? Going again, one day I'll get there.
And what about the badgers that don't come out and are waiting for the toast?
It is just a lot of spread, isn't it?
They want to kill 3,000, don't they? That's what they will kill. And I was just wondering what they're going to do with them afterwards, because I'm a sort of part-time taxidermist, and I really fancy having a badger army.
I would love to think of you, Joe, buried with your badger army. Just your coffin in the middle and radiating outwards a badger army in separate poses, ready to attack at different points.
And just you embalmed in Nutella.
Yes.
If you cull too many badgers, you'll just force them underground anyway.
What celebrity has stepped into it?
Clarissa Dixon Wright.
Clarissa Dixon Wright stepped in. Do you know what she said?
She said, gas mode 4.
Yes, very good.
I've got a present for you that hasn't been wrapped.
That's all right.
I'm really sorry. It is socks. I know that's boring, but they're not ordinary socks. They're DVT socks. Because I'm very worried about how little you move around, and I don't want you... Normally, you'd have to worry about it on a long... Yeah, it'd be on a long-haul flight you'd have to worry about it, but... I haven't seen you walk for... Well, since 2005. So I've also got a present for Chris here. Because, well, it's really a present for us more than anything. It's,
I put this on, right?
It's just a game, really. You put that on. You just put that on, OK? And then for the long periods...
You so look like John McEnroe at
You want your G. And for the long periods of the show when Dara doesn't bother to look at us or talk to us, we can just play. Where did that
go? This is the
looks
best
like
Christmas ever.
It looks like a Dire Straits video gone wrong.
You go.
Honestly, I don't see what the problem is.
Gosh, this is just like my school days, only now I'm wearing a hat.
No.
Why was a Preston to London megabus stopped by the police on the motorway this week?
Just the usual reasons.
This was the story where a passenger reported seeing some smoke coming out of some other passenger's bag, thought it was a bomb, turned out it was a fake cigarette that was producing water vapour. Now, let's face it, if you've been pulled over, loads of police have arrived, you've got guns in your face, you're being accused of being a terrorist. That's not going to help you give up smoking, is it?
I'm always really freaked out by megabus. It's not the weirdest thing in the world, the megabus. Nothing against the bus service itself, but when you drive, like you drive a lot of time on the motorway, going to gigs, like the back of the megabus when you're driving along, like for those of you who haven't had the pleasure, there's times you just get hypnotised by that weird. There are many things I've observed. Firstly, why does that man have such large breasts? Hours staring at that man's breasts going, that is to say, what kind of...
Where can you go for £1?
I thought you'd have to contact Megabus. There's an address there.
I'd have to put plus a 50p booking fee as if people are going to go, well, that's a rip-off.
I walked in here with this in my hand, expecting to be transported to a faraway land. Then I find you want more money off you? Screw you, Megabus man. What a big yellow man with enormous bazongas looks disappointed behind the counter. That is going to be I apologise. I know that when you're disappointed, you don't go, I am disappointed. You know what's really irritating about this for the entire... In my ear, constantly, people are going, wear the hat, wear the hat, wear the hat, wear the hat. Because, they gave me a yellow hat because they think I look like the Megabus guy.
That means that man looks like a penis sausage.
They should call it penissausage.com. Oh, something else is already called.
You're just bringing this up to try and make everybody forget that you look like a penis sausage. That's exactly what's going on here. You just look like a penis sausage in a yellow hat.
Oh, no! I have lost ownership of the joke now.
Somebody's got another new Twitter avatar.
Tell you. I know you've probably got one decent round of applause still left in you. We may have bled it out, but I really would like to open the Christmas thing to people going, oh, holy fuck. How unpopular is Clegg at the moment?
Oh, man, is he ever unpopular? Sure thing. How many Nick Cleggs does it take to change a light bulb? Who's Nick Clegg? That's how unpopular he is.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Nick Clegg.
Nick Clegg who?
That's showbiz.
My surname was Delaney. I'd name my son Little Boy Who Lives Down.
I have to say, it's quite depressing that you've got a better joke about my name than I've come up with.
And after beautifully hitting that high note... nope. Hang on. Wait,
I'm sorry.
Easy, Tiger. You thought that was it?
Yeah. I don't really understand your humour.
And after beautifully hitting that high note, look at the big smile on Posh Spice. You're right.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Would you do it? Are you going to plan
No,
to
I'm
do
not going to do it like
voice?
that. No.
Yeah, okay.
It's all right. Just got a bit more coffee. No, leave it there.
Okay. Did you enjoy the Olympic Games?
I did.
Okay, we need you to walk in again because apparently Alan, Andy and Andy, you're walking in with shit. Who are these two and why are they in the news this week?
Who are these two?
You're right, it is quite beginner that. Sorry, I'll do that again.
Who are these two?
Who are these two?
I don't know, Dara. They look like nice men. Who are they?
Like me head.
Oh,
they got
round my hat.
Why will you not die, Skywalker?
Michael, they have taken you.
Will you not go home and die?
Wasn't there any of that at the Olympic opening ceremony?
What?
There was none of it,
Irish rebel songs?
Yeah. They weren't all Irish. We've got a great...
really weird if they just open on a man going, England has stolen our young. Our next round is called Newsreel. We play in a... Could you shut the fuck up?
Was that for me?
No, it wasn't. It was the end of his.
Oh, right, sorry.
You get to the fucking mic and then... Well, this is the news that Ed Miliband has launched a campaign to make himself better known to voters, embracing his geek image and comprehensive school education. So is this going to make it more appealing?
No.
Okay.
You know what will make him more appealing? Standing him next to a big pile of shit.
Yeah, we're having fun, it's great. Okay, how's that? Let me just... I'll just do this to you, testing it. You liking this? Yeah, is that all right? Oh yeah, too hot for TV, yeah. How's that? Happy Christmas.
Happy
This is the DVD your uncle bought you. Yeah.
I was watching the Paralympic sailing and I thought it was quite boring until I realised I was actually watching a repeat of Three Men in a Boat.
Whose famous face was recently given a makeover?
Is this the Jesus story?
This is the Jesus story.
This is like this Spanish woman who tried to restore this painting and just ruined it.
She did. Where was it? It was in.
It was in Spain.
It was in Spain. I'm trying to
Where
find
the Spanish ladies are.
Yes. And they do dance well. It was in Zaragoza. It was in the Sanctuary of Mercy Church in Zaragoza.
That's it. And the authorities were very cross with her because the only people who are allowed to touch up in a Catholic church are, of course, the priest.
Yes, it was a church, the Sanctuary of Mercy Church near Zaragoza, and there is a century-old...
You really brought Spain to life for us there.
You have to make an effort with foreign names. You can't just be Zeds
and you say Paris, do you?
Zaragoza. Zaragoza.
Wanker.
Zaragoza. So, hola, ¿qué tal? Sí, bueno. See, the worst thing is I do the Spanish accent, it goes Mexican incredibly quickly. There was a fresco in a church in Zaragoza. This fresco was incredibly beautiful. They call it El Guapismo. Anyway, there was a fresco in a church in Zaragoza.
Where's the fresco?
It's in a church in Zaragoza. In a church in Zaragoza. In a church in Zaragoza.
Zaragoza. How old was it?
It was a century. It was 100 years old.
A whole 100 years.
A whole 100 years old.
What a story this is. Somebody has touched up 100-year-old painting on a wall.
Zaragoza is a very sleepy town. I think it's much more the case that it was decaying because of where it had been painted, right? And so this is how the fresco looked originally. This is actually a photograph taken some years ago. Now,
He was
it's a fresco. It's painted by Elias Garcia Martinez. I'm going for it. Do it. Right. This is how it looked just recently because the plaster on which it was built had decayed, right? So this is how it looked now. Okay. So a nice old lady, a nice Zaragozan lady, went in and repainted it. And just paint up. And this is how it looked when she'd finished.
But the thing is,
Picasso would have been proud of that.
He thinks he's done a great job of it.
the thing is,
Here's one I sent in earlier.
Jimmy,
Like an old lady, Zaragoza. I am sorry, people of Zaragoza, we cannot return your paintings. Thank you very much for sending them in to Motley Week's gallery.
Your paintings because they're painted on a wall in the church.
Yeah.
She's actually made Jesus look like a Teletubby.
She also rounded him off as well. Like she twisted it around and the whole thing.
She thought she'd done a really good job, though, because everyone that she showed it to went, Jesus Christ!
To be completely fair, we don't actually know what Jesus looked like.
You didn't look like that.
Just assume that he looked like... Yeah, who knows? He may
I'll tell you what,
This might have been the bit that from the Bible.
I'm Jesus.
Missing in the Bible where Jesus comes in after a botched face job. Last Supper, and everyone says, have you had any work done, Jesus? No!
My furry hash. My furry hack goes all the way around.
She's actually seeing the restorer next week, isn't she? Because she's got to tell the restorer exactly what materials she used to do that. And you're thinking all she's going to produce is half a potato.
The irony is, she is probably older than the fucking fresco.
I've got you a present, though. It's not in fact for you. It's in fact for your 16th-month-old son. And I got him a little outfit. I hope you like it. It's in fact... It's a toddler Megabus man outfit. So he can dress up like his dad. So
It's like that with a penis sausage.
I didn't think that was...
You know, what creepy, weird kids shop did you go to get this tiny little I'm a minstrel from the 19...
The amount of work
parent
I put into
ambition.
that. I can't believe you throw it back in my face.
I'm not throwing it, I'm keeping it. I think it's fantastic. Thank you very, very
No
much, and
problem
that's
at
really
all.
touching. I look forward to never seeing any child of mine. Because they're not getting any of the Megabus empire. No. That is mine.
From £1 only. The Megabus empire. I tell you what, you and Hugh have got a gay act going strong now. Look at that.
He's the captain, I'm the Megabus. He's the captain, I'm the Megabus. Who rides on whom? Difficult to know. He's the captain of the Megabus. Wait, this is not my child's hat. Okay, the first subject is unlikely things to hear on Crime Watch.
So now we go back to the kidnap of Louis Spence. Police are repeating, if you have any leads, please keep them to yourselves.
And now, Crime Watch appeal. Lend us a tenner. Go on.
Don't have nightmares. In fact, don't go to sleep at all in case somebody breaks in and murders you.
Police described the man as looking a bit like a penis, a bit like a sausage, and armed with a buzzer.
A woman appears to have robbed a dairy farm, making off with a bin bag filled with cottage cheese. Oh no, Kim Kardashian's got leggings on.
Do not approach this man. He is a professional counterfeiter. He even has the certificates to prove it.
And now a new programme, Spring Crime Watch. This week a badger tracks the bastard who tried to kill it.
Hello, and welcome to Crime Watch. Here's a crime. Let's watch.
Police say do not approach this man. He has an iPhone 5 and will not shut up about it.
And we're just getting news that the super glue prankster is still on the loose.
The case was closed in 1974 and police have never reopened it, mainly because they've forgotten the combination.
Police have described the man as being about 6 foot tall, curly brown hair, blue shirt, looks a bit gay.
Bang on.
Yeah. Did you see a policeman knock over a newspaper seller? No, you didn't.
This reconstruction starts with some sad piano music. Never a good sign, is it?
Have you seen anyone acting suspiciously? You were probably watching Hollyoaks.
Do you recognise this man? Neither do we. Oh. Wait.
I'm not going to be able to protect you.
Do you recognise this man? Neither do we, but apparently he's been on Celebrity Big Brother. I think that was worth it, don't you? Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Nice to see you on the tube.
You're all right, gay, correct.
Police have no idea where Mario Balotelli is, but they're working on the theory that he's disappeared up his own arse.
Well, normally that's where the Christmas special would end, but not this year. No. Stay tuned for a look back at some of the funniest moments from, get this, our previous Christmas specials. Do you enjoy Christmas? Do you like the holiday season?
Why isn't there any decoration on the set?
I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Without any decoration, boys?
Oh. Yeah. Christmas is here.
Nothing. Nothing makes Christmas more than a miserable Scot just going...
Do it now. This should be the opening of the Olympic ceremony. That'll be good.
Well, do you enjoy the Christmas?
I hate Christmas. It's like the opening sequence of Saving Private Ryan, except every third person is a woman puking into a handbag. People queuing to get into Yates's wine lodge. That sums up Christmas. You're queuing to get into somewhere shit. Just women who are praying for the invention of the morning after Bacardi Breezer.
You make Christmas specials a lot differently than we do in Australia.
Yeah.
See, this is the most miserable Christmas thing I've ever been involved in. This is my worst Christmas.
And now we come to our special Christmas quiz. I asked the panel a series of questions all about the festive season in the hope of filling 5 minutes we're trying to get out of this of our Christmas special. So, teams, here we go. First question, what Christmas tradition was it? There are no buzzers or any points. This show is not built in any way to accommodate genuine quizzes. But nonetheless, you can take your turn. Which Christmas tradition was inaugurated by Sir Henry Cole in 1843?
Is it the Christmas tree?
Is it not the Christmas tree?
Arguing with your relatives?
No, it's not that one either, I'm afraid. No.
Is it holding mistletoe above your head and therefore being allowed to sexually harass other people?
It is not that happy tradition, no.
Is it waking your children early, saying to them, oh, it looks like the sleeping pills have worked, happy Easter?
Is it going to church just once a year, and that's usually at midnight after the pubs have closed because you want one more glass of wine?
Man, you really want to be desperate for your wine, wouldn't you? It's something to bring up at an AA meeting. I sat through God. That's how much I wanted another drink.
Is it a Christmas stocking?
That's not Christmas stocking.
That's a Victorian tradition.
Were you trying to mime something there for us?
It was
the Christmas card.
Yes! Well done, Ed Byrne. Points for him. Congratulations.
There are no points.
I know there are no points.
You promised us there'd be no points.
Name Santa's reindeer. I'll take attempts at this.
Donner and Blitzen.
Correct.
Prancer and Vixen.
That's 2 each.
Dasher.
Yes, 3
It's like they're doing a duet.
Donner. But not Rudolph. That's a lie.
We've had. What have we had? I've lost. I'm actually lost.
Donner and Blitzen.
Donner and Blitzen. Some Dasher Comet.
Bashful.
Bashful and Sleepy. Doc and
If one's called Comet, one's going to be called Curry's.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Comet, Vixen, Cupid.
Cupid?
No, we said Cupid.
Ridiculous name for a reindeer. Cupid.
They must have teased him, though, with a name like that. They must have teased him. He must have been the reindeer that they teased.
Reindeer are notoriously shallow, in fairness. If the story about Rudolph is anything to go by, reindeer are ridiculously shallow. And they will make fun and they will slag you off until you get a job with Santa, and then they will all love you. The last line of that song should actually be, and then Rudolph turned around at them and said, well, fuck yous, I'm with Santa now.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Why did you look at my ass for the entire... why don't you fly with the entire world while you look at my hole? Right? It doesn't matter how fast we fly, that's all you're going to see. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, all you're going to see is my hairy reindeer ass going all around the world. The nose is in the front, bitches. The nose is fighting fog, but you're looking at my ass, Cupid. That's all you get.
Enjoy your reindeer game.
Oh, can we move on? Oh, sorry, is that not festive enough for this ridiculously contrived? Sorry, am I not striking the mood of the nation at this stage? Yeah, look at the bitches! Look at that ass! See you, baby! Shaking that ass! Shaking that ass! Yeah. Good night! Ho, ho, ho. What honour was the actor Nicolas Cage given this year?
Nicolas Cage, right? He's actually going to be able to turn the Christmas lights on in Bath.
This, by the way, aren't the lights in Bath. This is...
Apparently, what happened
was...
Those
are the lights in Dundee.
Somebody actually put a note through his door. He's got a house in Bath, and he's agreed to turn on the lights. I put a note through Cheryl Cole's door, and apparently that's a matter for the police.
You know what's really weird about this story?
Not only is it incredible that they've got Nicolas Cage to do it, but also there must have been an incredibly uneasy phone call to Barry Chuckle. Sorry, Barry, Nicolas Cage is doing it. Well, maybe they gave him a part in an action movie where he knocks out Vin Diesel by turning around quickly with a plank.
Do you know what's really awkward about this story? This is genuinely true. Until last week, I was doing it.
Really?
I was there. And then from nowhere, Cage has just jumped. It's not funny. All my relatives like, do you want us to sort him out? No, I don't want you to sort him out. Because we'll go around there and mess him up. Don't mess him up.
Because you were originally up for the part in Face Off as well, weren't you?
And what's really funny about it is the lady that posted the letter through the door is the exact lady that went, oh, we'd love you to do it. You'd be great. And then I read in the paper without even telling me, the big Nicholas... You bitch!
About 10 years ago, I switched on the Christmas lights in Kidderminster.
Wow!
And because I've been rude.
There are Christmas lights in Kidderminster.
Yeah,
were you asked to do this?
Yeah, because...
We hit Bruce Willis!
We've been rude about Kidderminster on television. Got a letter from the Kidderminster Tourist Board or whatever saying, would you come and switch on the Christmas lights? So you think, oh, that'd be great, I'd love to do that. But you don't actually do it. Because what they do is they give you one of those enormous pretend switches, right? And you have to kind of go like this on a balcony to a crowd below, and you kind of go, I'm going to press the thing now. And you press it, and as you press it, a bloke in a room behind turns on a switch. So you're not doing it.
So hang on a minute, so that bloke's going to be me. I'm going to be the
Yeah.
So you were asked to do it because you were rude about
Kidderminster? Because I was rude about Kidderminster. I also did a joke once about Wolverhampton and got invited on a tour of Wolverhampton.
I'm thinking bigger than that. If I slag off Jessica Alba, do I get a tour of Jessica Alba?
Well, apparently Bristol wanted to have Bruce Willis switching on their lights, but then they remembered that he tends to get into a lot of trouble around Christmas time.
OK, John's story struck me during the week. This, you may not have seen one. It was a story in Ireland in the Evening Herald in Dublin last week. And it's quite a moving story. It's about Alzheimer's disease. It was, yeah. And the story basically was being a big head may be good for you. Scientists found that large-headed individuals with Alzheimer's have better memory and thinking skills than sufferers with small heads. All of which is quite interesting. You see, the next paragraph I found difficult to take. People with larger than average heads, like comedian appear to be
appear to be better protected if they develop Alzheimer's disease, as studies suggest. Now, that would be all right if it wasn't for that. Like, the article actually came with a giant photograph of me next to the article, under the word big head, that protected me at that point. Written underneath that was extra large : report is good news for Dara Ó Briain. No, it's not. It's not good news, because I suddenly realised I've got a big head apparently.
You've suddenly realised. Protect us from the Alzheimer's.
Back in Canada, I did some modelling. It was for medical. It was for penile dysfunction. It was a before and after picture.
This is true. I didn't model. I don't model for big heads. I don't regard myself as having a large head. I don't have difficulty buying hats. I don't have difficulty getting into jumpers. My head has caused me no...
When did those three guys get here?
To be fair, a big head doesn't normally cause the owner a problem. It causes the owner's mother a problem. How does
Have you ever seen Dara?
It's smaller than my hips, for God's sake.
Your head is smaller than your hips. What kind of shape are you? You're a peanut.
Of course my head is smaller than my hips.
Dara, but it's...
Is
Dara,
your
look
head
at me.
not smaller than your hips?
No! Dara, look at me.
Oh, you're weird.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm going to take you to a hall of mirrors and show you how you should look. It's
the kid from Mars.
See, look at that. It's fine.
Your head is absolutely enormous. In fact, on a normal size head, that would be a full head of hair.
But the good thing is...
Are you not staying in my house tonight?
When Dara opens an umbrella, it's like one of them little cocktail ones.
To put in context how big it is, Dara, it has its own gravitational field. It's pulled in an entire planet behind it. This desk was straight when we started.
I was expecting sympathy. That's why I introduced it.
What I did was I said something about... I revealed a weakness in front of 6 comedians, and I thought, there's a group that'll help me through this.
I think of you all as friends. I don't think of you as comedians. Our next round is called Newsreel. We play in a recent piece of footage featuring people in the news and ask you to suggest what might be being said. This week's clip features David Cameron.
Right, well, they said this was the place to go for the world leader's Christmas party, but doesn't seem to be anyone around. That's a little bit strange, so never mind. Oh, dear, look, a long corridor, lots of cameras. Oh, my God, I think I may be entering the Big Brother house. Never mind, I hope they've got the housemates I wanted. Stacey Solomon, Ian Beale, and H from Steps. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm Angela, Bavaria's next big model. Bless the eyes. Yes, I used to be a world leader, but not anymore, no. I've come to read the meter. It's over there. Yeah. I got the pencil. Oh, bonjour. How are you? Oh, my God. Even the Chinese are taller than me. I tell you what, maybe I could start wearing collared heels. I tell you a secret. I'm already wearing a panties. Look, you'll enjoy this. Look at that. See? That's one of our riots. Yes, it's Croydon. But it could be Kabul. Yes. Hey, big fella, how you doing? Yeah, Merry Christmas. How was your year? Yeah? Well, it wasn't bad, actually. Yeah. I tell you a highlight of mine. I personally tracked down and killed the world's most wanted man, Osama bin Laden. Yeah. There was no footage released because I did it on my own. Yeah, I did. So, bang. I got him. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. So, has anybody given you a Christmas box? Well, unfortunately, no. I was hoping to get one with Nick Clegg's head in it, but... yeah, that's me. I got Osama, yeah. Yeah, I killed him. Bare hands. Yeah, no joking. Yeah, that's me. Someone has dropped this curtain on me, but from where? Oh, I'm not going to drink any of the tap water. I think David Walliams might have been swimming in it. So, yeah, it was me. Bare hands. One blow. Yeah. Yeah, presents. I won a stepladder. Yeah. No. It's Ben Kingsley, isn't it? Oh, lovely to see you, Mr. Cameron. Come over and sit down here. Yes, please. Make yourself comfortable. Well, thank you very much. Yes, I think there's great scope for cooperation between our two nations. I think we can move forward together in the future. And if I can say just one thing to you, symbols. Please don't go. Please don't go.
Thank you, Richie.
My dad used to work for Qantas. He was cabin crew. And the best thing, my favourite thing I've ever heard, I think, about Christmas is that so every second Christmas as a kid, my dad was away because he was flying. That was the way it worked with Qantas. And this one particular year, he told me that they were flying on Christmas night. And in the middle of the night, the captain, the pilot called him up and said, listen, in about 5 minutes I'm going to ask you to turn all the lights up because everyone was asleep. So he went, yeah, all right. He said, don't ask, just do it. So 5 minutes, my dad turned the lights up, everyone woke up and the captain came on and said, ladies and gentlemen, sorry to wake you in the middle of the night, but we've had a special request on the radar. There's a special person flying around the world tonight who wants to come on board. So if all the kids are awake, he's coming down. And then the pilot just jiggled the joystick and the plane went, and he went, he just landed. And then out of the cockpit came Santa and did the whole lap of the aeroplane, gave out presents to all the kids, and then went back into the cockpit. And then the captain said, now we have to give him a bit of a run up, so I'm going to speed up a little bit. And he actually pushed forward on the engines, and all the kids just went.
No wonder Qantas planes have got a big hole in them.
That would be an amazing way to hijack a plane, wouldn't it? Just take over the Santa. Yes, Christmas is over. I've got 6 presents for you here.
Trying to bring some Christmas joy.
Okay, what commodity has been snapped up in enormous quantities this week?
Chocolate. Not quite chocolate.
Cocoa beans.
Cocoa beans. There's a businessman whose name I don't know. He owns 7% of the world's cocoa beans.
Yes, one mystery man owns 7% of the world's cocoa beans. All he needs is a glass elevator and some Oompa Loompas. It is a story that will explain economics to people who are a bit meh about banks and didn't really get what was going on. If you say to them, one guy bought all the chocolate and now the chocolate is going to be more dear. And they go, that's a disgrace. I know. Imagine if somebody did that with, like, gold or property. They wouldn't do that. They have.
I just wonder how often he spends annoying his friends and co-workers and his underlings who have to laugh at him because he's the boss. Just going, go on, ask me how I am, ask me how I am, ask me how I am. How are you? Full of beans.
What he was doing, and Dara, you'll appreciate this, was getting a head start on his competitors. There hasn't been that much chocolate hoarded since Eamon Holmes was getting ready for the World Cup game.
Here's the interesting thing about 5.3 billion, because apparently he bought 241,000 tonnes. He has an
that can nearly fit on your head.
Nearly. 5.3 billion quarter-pound chocolate bars.
Did you hear the sigh in the middle of your own sentence?
Yes. I can't believe I let you all have that for free. Can I finish the point I was going to make, right? Apparently the amount of
you've probably got loads of sentences.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like a stag.
You probably think this is going to finish after the show.
Yeah. I know you'll never mention that again. And members of the public won't mention to me either. That's the best thing about it. You will get one from there. I will crush your entire head.
Oh, Dara, is it yourself or is there an eclipse?
Is this why you studied astrophysics? Yes. So you could understand yourself?
Yeah.
Fuck, your head's big.
Christmas story, heartwarming, delightful. There was a Christmas dinner. I think it was the Christmas dinner the day after Stephen's Day, as known in Ireland, Boxing Day here, and it was 3 generations of one side of the family: granny, uncles, aunts, kids, and people started telling jokes, and they're all like, what lies at the bottom of the ocean, nervous wreck, all these kind of cracker type jokes. And then my cousin, who was I was about 11, my cousin's about 12, 13, he said, I've got a joke. And they said, what's the joke? And he said, what's pink and hard and you rub it in the bathroom? And the tail would thump, because all the elders went, oh, or that. And because he was the eldest cousin, I think. And so everyone below him went, oh, I don't know now. That's an interesting could be many things. This is a teaser. I wonder what this is. Right? And there's a pause, and he goes, a bar of soap. And every elder went, whew. And all the kids went, that doesn't.
I mean, the soap in our house is green for a start. And that could have been it, except his dad, my uncle, then for some crazy reason went, "That's not the real answer, is it?"
Well, the first joke I ever told my mother was, and I was about 8, I should think, and I didn't understand it. I said, "How do you get to Shepherd's Bush?" "Up the shepherd's leg." And she sort of ignored it.
How will one London shop be getting into the festive spirit early?
Are they going to be selling really big hats?
No. What's going on here?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Is it an elk shagging a nesting box?
Has that tree got Dutch elk disease?
It's the... It's very Christmas. Is that bloke in the corner saying, "I'm sorry, Rudolph"? No, that's an automatic ban, I'm afraid.
Rudolph survived the crash, but unfortunately Santa really doesn't exist anymore.
It's a moose.
Yeah, is it? I was hoping it was an elk, because he was drunk, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He's a drunk moose.
And he got a terrible hangover, so I was hoping to say, how did he get rid of the hangover? Alka-Seltzer.
Well, you can't say that. You just say Moose-a-Seltzer.
Moose-a-Seltzer.
And Moose-a-Seltzer doesn't work as well.
Is the elk going, "You're right, Brian, I couldn't jump over the tree"?
The moose is saying, "I'll come quietly, officer." Well, reasonably quietly. I don't know if you've ever heard a moose come before, but it's not subtle.
What's the difference between a moose and an elk, anyway? If you can tell that's not an elk.
I can't tell. I was told that is a moose. I can't tell if it's a moose or an elk. I'm not going, well, in my long years of doing the Norwegian Spring Watch. Me and Bill Oddy. Sorry. This just in, they're the same thing. That's too neat.
Yeah.
What? They're just the same thing. Just the same thing. Don't confuse people. They're the same thing.
Yeah, can I just tell you how that thing got over its hangover then?
Yeah.
Alka-Seltzer.
In other news, who's in line for Christmas #1?
This is the Pope. The Pope is going to be releasing a record.
Somebody from Geffen Records, who are his record company, said the Pope has got almost a lullaby tone to the way he sings. Schlieffen, Kinder! Schlieffen! Schlieffen! Oh, the Santa Claus, Nick coming! Nick coming! Schlieffen!
It's going to be a very popular record, though, isn't it? It's not just going to be Christians who are going to want to buy it. Everybody is going to want to buy it, because those who aren't Christians are going to want to play it backwards to see if there's a different message inside.
Wouldn't that be great? Just meet me by the bins, meet me by the bins, yeah. Meet me by the bins, meet me by the bins. Oh, meet me by the bins. I'm buying it.
And I think you should record that. That's actually quite good.
In fact, let's do that. Let's rival him. Let's do a Mock the Week Christmas song and see if we can't get it to #1.
And will the lyrics have to be "Meet me by the bins, meet me by the bins"?
We can put that in the middle.
Guys, what are we doing making a Christmas album when we could clean up with a calendar? October! Is that Darryl loading hay bales in October? What is going on? Oh my God!
You don't
What are you doing?
Don't give up the nipple. No. You don't show the nipple. That's the juice. You got to hold that back.
I'll let you in the secret. I've got 2.
God, this is the happiest Christmas ever.
You have no idea how often we see these.
Scaramanga is amongst us.
How fat were your nipples? They're incredible. The size of them.
My nipples are...
Are we supposed to be insecure about our nipples now?
What fingers you're looking at?
Oh, do it some more. Do it some more. Anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise. Oh, yeah.
We're giving you 1 month just as a bit of a teaser here, and the other ones you have to buy, I'm afraid. We're kind of getting you addicted to the heroin with his nipples, and then we're withholding the gravy from there on in. Yeah. Why, where will you be? Will you be, like, sitting behind a piano or something? Or maybe, what?
I'll be on top of the piano like the Fabulous Baker Boys.
Where will you be, Dara? I see Dara as a sort of a farm hand. Just logs everyone. Just loads of girls go.
Yeah. Or it could be very artistic. It could be like Munch's The Scream, and it's just you completely naked.
Yeah. I like this album.
Thank you very, very much. In a kind of a, is that my cock out? Oh! Here on a bridge in Norway.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Okay, the next topic is unlikely things to hear at Christmas.
I'm afraid Grandad's dead. He fell into a bowl of Christmas cake mix. Sounds unlikely, but you see under the surface, very strong currents.
It's time to drain the 25th vegetable in our advent colander.
Bad news, son. Santa's just sent a text. Apparently he won't be able to make it until after the sales have started.
Your mother has always wanted to be somewhere hot for Christmas, so I've changed her to the Arga.
Santa's deliveries were much quicker this year because he didn't have to deliver to the naughty children of Tottenham and Croydon.
Oh, this is embarrassing, dear. The smaller set of underwear is actually for my secretary.
I'm afraid Santa wasn't able to bring you a toy train, so he's brought you a toy replacement bus service.
Mum, these are just flattened pieces of cardboard. This is just an Xbox.
No. The Wii is yours, darling. It's not Granny's.
No, Grandad, you kiss under the mistletoe, not the camel toe.
I haven't got you a present, Grandma, because Daddy promised you'd be dead.
Either we've been burgled, or all Dad's got us for Christmas is a big poo in the middle of the carpet.
Now I got the Christmas presents early this year. I looted them in August.
We're turning the Christmas lights on in March. They're energy-saving bulbs. They should be ready by September.
So I've rubbed goose fat on these, so if you put your bra back on, Gran, I don't think you need to have to worry about the cold anymore.
That's a jumbo sausage roll, isn't it? That means I've eaten the Wii controller.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not shout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town and he's had an incredibly long drive. The last thing he needs is any shit off you two.
Oh, no, I have to say Merry Christmas. I literally cannot find it in my heart to say Merry Christmas. Ah!